We are in time.
Le parc national de Virunga contribue au développement de notre pays.
A region famous for its endangered mountain gorillas.
C'est ça ma vie. Ils ont l'amour.
Notre vie en dépend beaucoup.
I think that we have a problem.
A British company is exploring for oil.
My work is to manage the park to ensure that it's protected. Any oil-related activities are illegal.
All the armed groups will want their slice of the cake. I think they're playing with fire.
It's the money that fuels everything. Plain God.
This isn't a war yet, but it could be soon.
Ça va barder ici.
The danger is near us.
The Congolese army is fleeing.
M23, ils sont là.
Fear has driven people out of these villages into farmland.
If we were to leave, we would lose everything.
The park itself is the only hope this region has. It's intense.
You must justify why you are on this earth.
Finalement, nous serons aussi jugés. Nous allons seulement croiser le bras quand le parc sera en train de disparaître.
Pourtant, notre souhait est que ce parc reste immortel.
Fascinația lui e cauzată de nevoia noastră de a înțelege mai bine libertatea. Așa simți vraja, că e o vrajă până la urmă. Bun, îl văd, îi flutură cama, se ridică, nechează forme și am un sentiment pe care nu pot să-l descriu decât poetic, știi? Și impresiile mele, ce trăiești înăuntru, e bulversant, pentru că de fapt noi avem străzi paralele, colțuri, știi? Pe când la ei totul e rotund, e frumos, e mișcare, e spontaneitate, e libertate pură.
Masacrarea cailor sălbatici din pădurea Alete apare să fie privită cu nepăsare de autoritățile din delta Dunării.
Toți vor fi sacrificați probabil mâine dimineață. Tirul care îi duce la abator a plecat în această dimineață la Tulcea pe o barjă.
De mai bine de 9 ore caii sunt în acel tir, sunt înghesuiți și parcurg ceea ce din păcate este ultimul lor drum.
don't rely much about money because we can survive by our own food. Yeah?
I born here. I have to grow here.
Just waiting for the time to come. The sea come up and we all finish there.
There's a dead bird over there.
This is an average amount of plastic in this chick.
What's happening on Midway is like the canary in the coal mine. That patch of garbage in the Pacific is growing, and right now it's having a huge impact on the species that call Midway home.
Plastics will play as large a role in peace as they do in war.
Every day, we add estrogen-like chemicals to our body through plastics.
It's like we're all in the midst of a giant, uncontrolled experiment.
Without your permission, you are being polluted. Is that okay with you?
Oh my gosh.
The story has to be told because the solution doesn't lie with the people here.
A lot of people are just in this robot mode, and they're just like, you know, how many times have you bought a drink and a snack and they put it in a bag? It just hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm like, oh, this is so unnecessary. Why am I using these?
It's just about taking a little shift.
It's our choice. And I don't want to play that game and see, well, how far can it take?
I've 2 1/4 in the back and not a 2 1/2. 2 1/2 to 2. Thank you, I have 3 1/2.
They said, "Are you here for the auction?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And they said, "Are you here to be a bidder?" And I said, "Well, yes, I am."
So $50, bidder number 70.
An environmentalist threw a controversial oil and gas lease auction into turmoil today.
Well, Tim DeChristopher says he's willing to go to jail, and it's possible that's where he'll wind up.
I think it's fair to say you are unrepentant.
Yes, I think that would be fair to say.
This is the formal charges against me. United States of America versus Tim DeChristopher.
Do you feel outnumbered?
A little bit. 300 million to 1.
When you take a courageous action that's based in heart and courage, as Tim did, you'll have people stand with you and beside you and follow in your footsteps.
This is not the first time that we've had 10,000 people in one room reminding us that we are not alone.
12 citizens like you or I ought to be able to hear what the evidence is, and then they make the decision as to whether or not he committed a violation of law or the government did at the time.
To see this land and this view, and to know there's not going to be an oil rig in the way, there's not going to be a road cut right through the middle of it. There's no way that I could ever regret what I did.
civil disobedience is forever linked not to living one's principles, but being willing to suffer for those principles.
When they close that door behind you, they don't open up till they decide to let you go.
If there was ever a moment in history for us to stand for climate justice, this is that moment.
The way the environmental movement has been, it's like a football game. And our team is getting slaughtered. The refs have been paid off, and the other side is playing with dirty tricks. And so it's no longer acceptable for us to stay in the stands. It's time to rush the field. And it's time to stop the game.